Hello, it's me once again. I wanted to tag again because last night I was up really quite late thinking, and the topic was manifestation, my role on this earth, and what is real. Because I mean, who wouldn't question their existence, you know? And through my current life, everything is pointed to manifestation being real, meaning the logical way that manifestations come to pass align with my current reality. Now, I feel like I want manifestation to be real so badly. But with manifestation, I don't understand the role of God and the purpose of other religions. Now, moving away from that and more to the religions, I don't understand how each religion can say, if you don't believe in our religion, you're not going to heaven or paradise. It all depends. And if you think about it, a merciful, loving God, why would they let why would they be so selective in things that people won't always know or understand? Stuff won't reach them. I mean, in Christianity, there's a I just don't understand how that just all makes sense. Because personally, if I were God, I would want all of my children to learn and grow to become the people that I want them to be. And the problem is that if you have one chance in this life, without studying and without experiencing anything, you're gonna lose. Like, actually, you're gonna mess up always. It just, what makes more sense to me is reincarnation, or some way of passing on my consciousness or my soul to something else so then I could learn from that perspective. Because let's say with video games, I'm gonna make what's the name of this? Like a story. There's a better word for it. In video games, let's say Fortnite, or just any skill, people say that you have to have 10,000 hours to master something. No. 10,000 hours to master something. But this is life. How are we supposed to master life and move on? Or would it be 10,000 hours in life or 10,000 lives? Because no moment through your life is going to be the same. Things may be similar, but not the same. And the conclusion that I have made is that I am on this earth to experience, learn, and grow. That's legit all I know. There are moral right and wrongs, obviously, and intuitive ideas of right and wrong that you should follow. But it's not like you're going to be disintegrated from reality if you do wrong, right? Because there are plenty of bad people. I want manifestation to be real so bad because if it is, I can learn from my mistakes and have heaven on earth. Heaven and hell are a state of mind. I think I've seen that somewhere. If you're a victim to everything in your life, you're going to suffer. But if you choose to look at it in a different perspective, you're going to learn and grow from those things and choose something different next time. It may not be the best option, but it's better than before. And over time, you learn and grow if you have the correct mindset. If you don't, you're going to live in hell on earth. I keep forgetting that the camera's over there when I'm looking at myself right here. I don't have any notes or anything. This is all just spewing out, just like my other yaps. Another thing is that I think with manifestation, people go about explaining it wrong. People go and say, if you visualize what you want more often, you'll get it. No. That is on the right track, and that is a tool that you can use to get closer to your reality, but not in the reality you want. And the reason why I say that is because you must identify with your visualization. Now, when I was in bed last night and I could not sleep for like 2 hours, I stayed up till like 2 a.m. I woke up at like 11 today. It's 12:49. But I kept... I don't know where I heard this. I think I might have made this up. But you must have what you want in order to experience it. Now that may not make any sense, but just think about it for a second. You must have something in order to experience it. Now, in order to have something, you must identify with it and believe and have faith that it is real. And when you believe you have something and you have faith, then all resistance and all stress and all negative things pertaining to that certain thing that you have go away. Because if you were to be stressed about something, you would not have it. Because that creates separation. Because if I stress about money, I'm like, well, how am I supposed to pay for my Fortnite crew subscription this month? Oh, shoot. I'm going to stress about it. And when you stress about something, stress is not peace. And just when things happen, they can't be resisted. Things have a flow to them. Like, have you ever tried to flirt with a girl that you're not interested in at all? And it comes so naturally. Like, why can't I flirt like this with a girl that I really like? And the difference between that is that the girl that you like, you stress about and you worry, oh shoot, What will she think? Oh, I just started over my words. Oh, oh my gosh. No, no, no. And the difference between those two are flow. And with flow, there is no restriction. In restriction, I mean, I'm kind of reiterating myself because I'm trying to fully cover this thought. A flow is peace, and there's no resistance or stress. You can direct your flow. You can direct your flow with conscious thoughts, but if those conscious thoughts push against or try to completely direct the flow of things, you gotta not do that, because that's not how things are. Like, you know how people talk about a flow state during sports. So like, let's say basketball. When you're playing basketball, if you just started and you're new to playing basketball, you're gonna be kind of stressing, and you don't understand the flow of the game because you haven't experienced and chosen what you want to do. Once you experience and you choose what you want to do, you're like, oh, I want to do that. So you direct your flow through your conscious thoughts in order to flow, in order to do that. Now, if you're stressed and you have the nerves, that's not gonna be good, because that's not how you want to experience things. So what I'm trying to say about all of this is that the reason why we are here on this earth is to experience. But not only experience, we're here to experience and then decide what we want. We experience and then direct the flow of our life in order to have things that we want. Now, it's natural when you want something so bad that you try to direct the flow to where you're constricting things. And it's as simple as observing and realizing, okay, this person can do this with flow. They're doing what I want to do. What is the difference between me and them? What am I doing different from them? And how can I be more like them and flow like them in order to do and be what I want? Now, this is a surface level type of self change in order to manifest what you want. There are many deeper things, including just, it's hard to no, it's impossible. It is impossible to understand how you're going to get from point A to point B. So point A, I'm mid at basketball. I can't dunk. I'm hitting some threes. And then point B is Michael B. Jordan. That's where I want to end up. So it's impossible for you to know with your human mind, in your consciousness, how you're supposed to get from here to here. All you know is here and here. So what you do is you look from point B and you be point B. You reverse engineer it. It's like you're trying to jump here, but you don't make it all the way, you know? It's like reverse engineering, but it doesn't work like that fully because you're just doing rather than like taking apart things. Like in order to understand a monitor or something, you can take it apart and look at it and realize, okay, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. That's kind of what you're doing. But at the same time, the more you just do and try to create, the closer you will get to the actual thing. So if I see a monitor right here and I think, oh shoot, I need to make one of these now. So what I do is I look at the monitor and I go get some cardboard. I get the cardboard and I cut it out in exact dimensions. I'm like, okay, then there's a bit of thickness here, and then it angles backwards and then goes flat, and then there's like screws down here, there's buttons here. Okay, let's cut out all those pieces. Boom. I don't have a monitor. I have a flipping cardboard box. But if you think about it, the more you do, the more you get closer. So now you have the cardboard box. And you think, okay, what's the difference between this cardboard box that kind of looks like a monitor and the actual monitor? The material's different. Why didn't I think of that? You look at the material. Okay, this is plastic. Okay, it's machined in a way where there's an angle here. Okay, let's get the plastic. You go order the plastic, you cut it out in the dimensions, and you fit it all together. Now you have something that looks like a monitor, but it's empty. There's nothing. So what you do is you look at the monitor again, and then you take it apart more this time. And when you take something apart, you are experiencing more in life. The more you experience, the more you understand, the more you can change, the more you can do. Doing is the main part. So after you do that, you're like, oh shoot, there's internals. I need a flipping circuit board. So you get the most random circuit board ever, like a tiny circuit board instead of the actual one. You're like, boom, okay. You put that in. Okay. There's a screen. Boom. Then you have something. You have something to show for your work. But that's not what you want. And what I'm trying to say is it takes time to understand how things fully are in order to be. And that's the point of the 3D. Because without the 3D, we are just a consciousness floating in the universe. Without reality to interact and experience, we have nothing to base our mental upon. There is nothing without the senses. That's why without light there is darkness, and there's good and bad. There's opposites of everything, but there need to be opposites in order for it to be real. It's like that's why heaven and hell are a state of mind, because it is all a matter of experiencing things and deciding who you're going to be based on those things. That's why people can become so different from each other, even though they've experienced the same things. So like, if two kids, their father was a drunk and he was abusive, he would drink all day, he was a loser. One of them decides, I'm never going to drink in my life, I'm not going to be like my father, and they go and they don't do that. And then the other is like, no, I'm just like my father. And then they become that. They both became who they are because they chose to be. And the problem with that is that you don't know how things are going to happen. That's what I was saying before with point A and point B. You don't know the in-between of how things are going to happen. You just know, I want to get here. I know what this is pretty decently well, so let me just be it. It's like, going back to the example, if my father was a drunk, and I'm like, I never want to be like him. So what I do is I look at my father, and I think, oh, what he did is he drank. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Because that's, I want to be the opposite of him. And it's that simple. And how you don't drink is you stay away from people who do drink. And every time you see a drink, you think to yourself, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not like my father. And it's like reverse engineering. Wait, why am I saying it is not like reverse engineering? It is exactly like reverse engineering, but you gotta not worry about the entire process of becoming. You just gotta observe and create, observe and create, observe and be. You must be before you experience. You must be before you experience. That's why you must be the cardboard box before you experience the realization that that is not the monitor. You must be the plastic box with a goofy circuit board in order to realize, oh, this is more complicated. Let me change myself to be more like it. And it's a process. It's a process because people are like, oh, manifestations are instant. Yes, that is true. Because when you decide to do something, you change immediately. When I decide I'm gonna make a cardboard box that looks like a monitor, that I think I'm making a monitor, I go make the cardboard box. I have the cardboard box. It is immediate. What isn't is your ability to understand where you want to be. And the ability to compare the reality that you see and the reality that you want. Yo, what is up? Gotta do my vacuuming. I'm gonna have to cut this video short. Take yap. But I got the general consensus of what I was trying to say. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted on this music. It's not like I'm making any money with these videos right now. It's just a way to think better and to put my ideas out there, you know? All right.